I want to draw your attention to the importance of doubting and questioning. You must have seen that we call this workshop and this is this central to rational inquiry. Let me tell you why. What is social science? Social science is science of society, right? Agree? That's the definition.
Yes.
So the people who study Drosophila society, the people who study Drosophila, you know what they are? Fruit flies. People who study chimpanzee society, people who study bacteria society, bacterial colonies, are they social scientists?
No.
Wait, you said social science is a science of society.
It deals with the human society.
Human society. Right.
Human society, okay. But then those, if you study chimpanzee society, you're a scientist. If you study human society, you're not a scientist.
So
You
humans are
become a
different from
social
chimpanzees.
scientist.
You're a social scientist, and the social scientist also can be called a scientist, right?
Social science, exactly.
Yeah.
A yellow chair is a chair.
Yeah.
How can you say? You have physical science, you have biological science. Are physical scientists scientists? Are biological scientists scientists?
Yeah.
Are social scientists scientists?
Or the study of
Social science
insect society.
refers to the study of behavior of
Human society.
humans in
Society.
In society. Now, what about the people who study human health, medicine, human sicknesses, cancer, etc.? So those who study cancer among human beings are social scientists. Those who study cancer in chimpanzees are scientists.
You're still a scientist, but social scientist is more like a subset of scientists.
Yeah.
If
Scientists
social
are one big
scientist is a
set.
subset of scientists,
Yeah,
then of course a social scientist is a scientist.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when you say social
All the mean society.
society,
Human
but
society.
human
study of human mind is not study of human society.
No, it's
No,
not.
it's
So
not.
psychology is not a social science.
Then you
Sure.
can say maths is also part of science.
For the society.
But biologists also study behavior. Behavior of Drosophila, behavior of chimpanzees, behavior of bacteria, behavior of crystals, behavior of molecules. Behavior is something that everybody studies.
And neuroscientists study behavior.
Neuroscientists study behavior. Yeah.
Or an even a better definition will be a social scientist is anyone who basically studies or researches stuff related to the human civilization or something.
Yeah.
Ah.
Instead of
So the word social is a misleading word.
Instead of
Yeah.
using the word social, we
Right?
use civilization.
Okay, it could be civilization. Let me invite you to consider this possibility. There are people who study physical phenomena, physical science. There are people who study biological phenomena, life in general. Then there are people who study chimpanzees, there are people who study Drosophila, there are people who study bacteria, there are people who study bees, there are people who study humans. So I'm going to use the word, this word, humanities, to mean what is distinctive about the human species. The guys who study chimpanzees will ask the question, what is special about chimpanzees? The guys who study bacteria will ask the question, what is special about bacteria? So there are these disciplines called bacteriology, chimpanzeology, antology. Alright? Okay, so you can either use the word humanities or humanology, whichever you want. So people who study human mind are humanologists. People who study chimpanzee mind are chimpanzeologists. That's okay. People who study the chimpanzee brain are chimpanzeologists. People who study human brain are humanologists. People who study human illnesses, doctors, are humanologists. But people who study the diseases of cows, what they call veterinarians, cowologists. That would make sense.